Thank you again. Let's begin with our question and answer session. Dr. Briscoe, in our primarily service and technology-driven work society of today, is agriculture less important?
Agriculture is more important than ever today. However, the workforce of this sector is much smaller, again, due to technology. And because this trend will continue, leaders must plan and act accordingly.
Thank you. The 6 global megatrends you presented are indeed impressive and in many ways of great concern for leaders and organizations. Which of them would you say is the most important for traditional family-owned and small businesses, given that these still represent the most important sector of the economies of most countries?
Good question. Precisely these small businesses are the ones that are being transformed the most with technology today. And unfortunately, all 6 global megatrends are impacting them today, whether they recognize them or not. A key priority for them should be globally relevant education and training, such as the one provided by ITC programs.
Very true. You mentioned eloquently how globalization and our exposure to other cultures and lifestyles today generate increasing expectations for better jobs and higher standards of living at all levels of our society. This translates into higher workers' demands and social pressures for employers and government. How should they deal with this new reality?
Well, as I said, the only real competitive advantage now comes from a highly skilled and productive workforce. So in this context, investing in education and competency building programs for them is urgent and essential. And these can now be delivered very cost effectively through distance modalities using technology. This is one of the reasons distance education has grown explosively around the world.
Yeah, thank you. I have another question. Reflecting on the marvelous case study you presented of Jeff Immelt's leadership and strategy with GE, it is clear that a key element for success is focusing our organizations on the core business or strengths we each have. Would you say this is a sufficient condition for success?
I would say that it is a necessary condition for success, not sufficient. You also need agility for change and organizational adaptation as an additional requirement to ensure success, since the global megatrends I described in my presentation will continue changing our future landscape in ways we cannot foresee today.
Yes. One more question. Since globalization involves today all sectors and levels of our economy and social strata, would you say that human capital management in any small or large organization should be internationally and globally focused?
Yes, absolutely. And skills with global knowledge, not just technical or generic skills, will be increasingly critical for successful decision makers and competitive organizations. I recommend as a reference my book, International Human Resource Management.